Courtney Cox is in this coming season. She was very, very pleasant to be around. I wasn't in awe or anything, but I'm older than you. It's hard to stand in awe of people that you're older than. Just so you know, someday you'll learn. How in awe are you of your friend's younger brother? Or your own brother, for that.
Simple question, like what was the most fun you've ever had, like singular point? Unless you've already answered by saying big fan thing.
Yeah, oh boy, most fun I ever had. Well, I'll tell you what, just what pops into my mind is there was time, it was fun, but it hurt. Which is still often true, isn't it? I spent a couple of days on a harness, like a crane and a cable and a harness. I don't even remember the plot, but it involved me swinging in places and picking people up and replacing them with someone else in the room. And that was fun, but yeah, but it chafes. to make it very tight, and even then the thing moves and it hurt. The one thing I did, I remember, is lowering down into Dr. Kelso's car and coming up with Ted the Lawyer. And, played by Sam Lloyd, who was a great performer, and I love doing scenes with him. This next coming season that hasn't aired yet, Ted and the Janitor are together a lot, and it's been a great time. One time, a lot of times they lose track of what's going on, like they're obsessed with the lighting or something. And even though this was outside, the guy, the head of photography, can be a little nitpicky. And in between takes, he's like, yeah, can we tweak that just a little bit? And so he was doing that, which is fine normally, because you just take a break for a second. Except Sam had no connection to any harness at any time. It was just me holding about 20 feet off of his car, and they're putzing around, touching this and that. And he's like, are you holding me firm? I'm not Superman. Hey, just hold a 170-pound man dangling in my arms. Let's go, snap it up. But what the hell was I talking about? Fun. That's my version of fun. It's all fun.
And so, like, what's the future Scrubs? Is it going to go on forever, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
The next thing is combining the new Star Trek and Scrubs. Scrubs in space. I don't know. Here's where it's probably done. We're probably done. But yeah, I know. Well, it's weird. It ended up being, I forget the number, but it's like 170 episodes or something, which is not a record by any means. But it's weird to think that it's more than the Brady Bunch did, or several other shows. I saw a list at some point. Like, hey, we beat, blank. We did more than Mary Tyler Moore did. Or it's a lot. It's a plenty. And one thing is, it's hard to keep going. It really is hard to keep going with the story. And two, Billy Boy is moving on. Because he actually didn't have to be here this last year. He would, because of the way his contract works, he got paid the same whether he was there or not. And he actually chose not only to be there, but to write every episode along with the writing staff, of course. But he's a little bit of a controlled, interested person. And so he would, control his product. It's his baby, but he stuck around for a whole year when he didn't have to be there. And but this is it for him. So I think it would be hard to go on personally without him. And Zach will be gone, thank God. But they've set it up. You'll see next year. How long a gap is there between when it's on in America and here?
It's usually about a couple of months.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. It's back in America in January. The new season, I think there's 18 episodes. And they've set it up so that there's these young interns that are kind of the way that JD and Elliot and Turk were in the beginning, in case the show goes on, if it's profitable for the network, they'll say, yeah, do it again. These are the new young doctors, but it won't be the same. So I don't know. But I'm painting sort of a gloomy picture, but my guess is that we're done. But it's not.
I suppose the next thing would be, what do you see yourself doing after this? So, luxurious retirement, or do you want to do anything else?
I've always been interested in hate crime. Before I would have been a terrible idea, but now I think if I'm caught, defacing some religious buildings, they go, "Are you the janitor?" Knock that off. After this, I hope, I would do another TV show gladly. I'm well aware of the number of people that you see them, and yeah, that famous person from this TV show. And you kind of forget that the last time they shot that was about 22 years ago or something, and you're happy that they're, Jeff from the Doogie family or whatever, but that person's like, yeah, I'd really like another job, You can't go to a, sandwich shop, say, could I get a job here? Aren't you Jeff from the Doogie family? It'd be very strange to take another job. I would very much like to keep on going. It's not up to, me, really. I mean, I'd like to do movies, but I know I'll never be the star of things, and that's fine. I'd like to be supporting parts, so I'd like to do another TV show gladly, and it's just such an uncertain business that that's all. You go back to where you were before, and that's it. You hope you can keep on working.
And do the movie roles, do you enjoy them as much? Like, obviously, you've been in Mean Girls and The Last Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing, movies. I think we'll always have more of a prestige for whatever reason. It's bigger screen or I don't know what, but yeah, I haven't done a whole hell of a lot of movies. I've never had a big part in a movie. And the bigger my part is in the movie, the less likely it is you've heard of it. So it's, yeah, that's a whole different thing. Of course I won't like the movie, but that's all I have to say about that.